to another day of Animal Crossing New Leaf. You like my hair? It's how it is. It's how it is. I've been waking up every single day with a headache, right? With an absolute mad lad headache. Look at this right here. Look at this poof, dog. But here we are. Another day, a wonderful new leaf. Another day closer to new horizons. I am, in fact, Luna, your wonderful, gorgeous, handsome leader. Let's see here. There we go. I just had to cover my face. Because usually I do this thing where I look at myself when I'm streaming. I don't have a dual monitor setup. I just have a giant fucking TV. I just have a giant ass TV. No. No. No, no. Your ears are too fluffy. Too fluffy. So as you can tell, I have absolutely nothing of worth to say today. I have no idea what to say. I got nothing on my mind. I was literally just watching memes before I came up here. The last meme I seen was a JoJo meme, and I was like, yes, I quite enjoy it. But all I gotta say is that so in Final Fantasy XIV, I don't know if any of you have played an MMO before, but there's an economy, right? There's an economy, and people could put up items to sell, and people buy them. So I feel like from level like 20 to like 40, I'm the only one making materials and making making crafts at high quality in that, and I've been making so much fucking money in that game. It's fucking ridiculous, and I love it. I love it. I feel like a fucking millionaire. I haven't passed a million because I'm constantly spending my money in that game. Because I finally hit the level 50 mark of Weaver, which is why I was pushing a whole bunch of stuff. Which is why I was pushing a whole bunch of things to sell. I was like, what if I just sold the stuff that I failed to make high quality? That shit sells too, at a discounted price. But fuck, I could at least jack up the high quality stuff, maybe at least 75% to 50% higher than what a low quality one would cost. I don't know. It was interesting. But hey, we're here. Alright, so my handy dandy notebook told me that this painting is in fact legit and cannot quit. It is 100% legit no matter what. And I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Yesterday, when I woke up, I had a coughing fit. My mouth was dry, everything was dry. I was coughing so much, I felt like I was going to pass out, which I haven't felt in a long, long time. So what you do, you take a whole bunch of medicine, baby. You just take a whole bunch of medicine, and I hope it doesn't mess up. Flowery painting. Alright, please tell me. Please, Papa Blathers. Please. Oh, look, you can see my microphone here. What an asshole. Yes. Nice. So we in fact got it. So my handy dandy notebook was in fact right. Hot dog man. Hot dog man. I am also currently watching stocks in a second window. Why? Well, to buy cool stuff. Let's see. Flowery painting, November 5th, 2019. Donation by Luna. Sunflowers. Artist Vincent van Gogh. Made around 1888. Oil on canvas. Part of a series that Van Gogh did during a period when he became obsessed with painting sunflowers. I wonder why. You seem like an interesting guy. You know, I never was really educated on anything about him. You know, I've heard the, you know, he cut off his ear and he gave it to his like cousin wife or something like that. Or at least I'm probably mixing him up with Midnight Drury. Here I stand, weak and weary. You know, I forgot his name. Edgar Allan Poe. Maybe I'm confusing with Edgar Allan Poe, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Who do you main in Smash? If you answer with a character I like, I'll give you a follow. But would you watch my streams and support me? Is a follow, is an empty follower worth it? Let's see, who do I main in Smash? Let's see, who do I main in Smash? Alright, so, I don't know if you know this, but I was the best Smash player in my 5,000 population town that I live in. Now, I live in the middle of nowhere, right? So, I live in the middle of cornfields, all those wonderful things like that. Middle America. The library held Smash tournaments. We would play off a GameCube. I never was good at N64. We played off the GameCube, so we played Smash. And my main was Marth. Now, when we go on to currently now, which is Smash Ultimate, my main ended up turning into Peach, ended up turning into Bowser, and ended up turning into Corrin. And Corrin's fucking broken. Not gonna lie. I really like those characters, and I definitely like how Bowser can just, like, if you get caught in a combo, you just get goodbye. And I feel like playing as Peach, you just straight up just style on people. Really. I really like Banjo, even though he doesn't seem very cool. But hey, whatever. Thanks for the follow. I hope you like my anime moan. I was gonna change it. I was like, you know, people are gonna find it weird. You know, I am a deviant. I am openly with that, but maybe not. I wish. Corn is bottom 10, but okay. Corn's bottom 10. Actually, if you play hard and, you know, you could really do it, it's, Corn's bottom 10 on whose list? I mean, Roy, he's just fun to play. Roy's got that super big hotspot. I remember it was between Marth and Roy. I would play as Marth and Roy when I was younger, and I was like, these guys are the same. And I'm talking about on the GameCube Smash, a regular Smash, because they in fact were. You posting up, brother? You want to get caught? Let's go. Top 5 Corrin. Mantis, time to pay your respects. Alright, I have one. Oh wait, I have one in my house. So stupid. Release. Tipper, not hotspot. Well, no. The closer you hit with the base of Roy's weapon, the more damage you do. In Ultimate. Am I not mistaken? Or am I thinking about a different Fire Emblem character who is also annoying to play against? Or was that in the previous gen? Because I'm going to have you know this. I don't play Smash like that anymore. It's been over a decade I played Smash, like, semi-seriously in my small town, which is nothing at all. It's literally playing online. It's called Tipper. 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 It's called Tipper, not Hotspot. Oh. That's what you mean. Not Hotspot. Get the terminology right, you fucking casual. How dare you? It's okay. Hello, I have a hot dog on my head. I hope the scent wakes you up. Let's see. Assesse falso. Now, Pathetic. Nah, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. What is it? When I used to play Magic the Gathering a lot, don't tell my friend this, but I met someone online. Because I would always, like, deny him going to, like, places, going to play at places with Magic the Gathering, right? But just because I always felt weird going out with him. Never tell him. Never tell him this, okay? He's not even on the internet. This dude fucking owns a house. He's living life. But no. I used to go with this guy, and we'd draft, right, that I met online through my YouTube channel, funny enough. And the elitists there for Magic the Gathering was fucking cancer. It was absolute cancer. What they would... Just having these disgusting guys, and some of them were just normal people, but you could definitely tell some of them were just degenerates. The way they talked to you was like... It was like Seto Kaiba if he wasn't cool, right? It was bad, man. Let's see. Zelda, she's not very good, but I'm good with. Made it to Elite Smash with her. That's cool, man. You know what? I like the reason I started playing Peach is because I was like, wow, I really like her dresses. They're cute. I tried playing with Zelda and I was like, I'm not good at her at all. I'm not good with her at all. Like 0%. Yes, darling, because we know who the hell your friend is. Pretty much. I don't have any friends. I don't have any friends. I only get to hang out with them like once a month. And then I also have my D&D group, but sometimes I don't feel like we're friends, if that makes any sense. But I don't know. Most of the time I just spend by myself playing Final Fantasy XIV. At least now. And also watching the stock market in my video game that I have open that you guys can't see, nor will I show you. Cool. What is this emote? Simply for Bob Love channel, simply press start. I'm assuming... Okay, so that's like a sub emote, right? Yeah, that's a sub emote. I'm assuming that's a sub emote. I am your friend. That's upsetting. I'm sorry. I believe that's a sub emote, right? Twitch guy. I don't know who that is. I don't watch... Yeah, I only watch a handful of Twitch streamers. I personally... That's a fucking spider. Holy fuck. That is a fucking spider. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can... You won't be able to see it. Even if I pull up the camera. You guys won't be able to see it. Not at all. Don't worry. You can see my garbage. See that spot right there? Let's see if I can put my finger. Right there. That's a spider. That's a Spidey. Alright, let's see. Oh, it's dead. It's literally dead. Okay. It's fucking dead. It's not even alive. Do you like the life that I leave, by the way? Let's see. Let's create a second scene. Can you tell I just woke up? Can you tell I just woke up? Let's see. Let's see what we got here. No, dude, look at this. You got an empty cereal bag. You got McDonald's, pizza. Obviously, orange Tang right there. You know. So, I don't know if you've heard me state this before, but I'm a degenerate and I don't care. And things really went downhill. Leave it as a warning for the other bugs. Pretty much, dude. Everything went downhill when I walked out of my job. I'm totally not depressed about it. I'm totally not struggling with money. And I'm totally not eating one time a day. Totally. Totally. At least I'll lose weight, right? Alright, here we go. Feel bad for me. Let's see here. I bought the stuff. Let's see. Let's go check on. There's no flowers here, so we're probably gonna have to go to the island to go grab some flowers. Grab some flowers. Let's see. What do you think about this place, Isabel? I can't believe I got the worst one. When I was cleaning up my town and moving trees, they're like, yeah, Astoria's not above average, but it's like, you know, barely there. I'm like, oh, yeah, you mean terrible? Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean? Self-deprecation is a coping mechanism. Go the fuck out and take a walk around the park, for fuck's sakes. You seem like you need it. Maybe. Maybe. Well, they're certainly giving it their all. The difficult challenge is the reason town building is so worth it. Sorry, listen, brother. Self-deprecation. It's called joking. It's called jokes. Now that's a garbage pile. That garbage pile is just there because I'm lazy. Right? And, that's about it. That's about it. Joking about me waking up just now, just saying that my hair's a mess because I don't brush it. Especially, definitely as soon as conditioner, but you're correct. I should go outside, I should walk in the park, and I should get robbed. Great googly moogly. Ugh, my back. My back. Oh, so you're just a liar. Why you have to be mad? Why you have to be mad? I'm joking about my situation, man. Why you have to be mad? Life is only fun. Life is only game. Anyway, I'm kind of bored, so I'm gonna leave you with the free follow. God, you're an asshole, Why the Penguin? Jesus Christ. What is wrong with you, buddy? Why are you the way you are? Who hurt you, man? Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Let's check. Let's check. Who hurt you? Who you following? See, Carry the Moon. I don't know who that is. Are these all girls? Are you a person who only follows girls? Anime pictures. I have an anime picture too. Careless Rex. I don't even know who any of these people are. Let's see, press start to continue. Is the person you're using the emojis from. I like that one, that's cute. That's cute. Let's see, is this person a girl? It is. Wait, the penguin, my guy. Thirsty boy. Thirsty boy. See, this is what happens when you try to do, as he stated, like the self-deprecating humor. stuff, right? And it happens to, like, you're doing it with, like, imagine, right? How do I explain this? Why does being gay matter? Why does it matter? Why does it matter? Being gay doesn't matter. And also, I thought you were leaving, but you stuck around. Now you're a liar. What the fuck? The world. It seems like the world is just full of people who aren't genuine. Unless, so I guess you're technically right, but I'm still bored. But holy fuck. See, this is what happens when you do, like, the weebo degenerate humor to normies, right? It just disgusts people. This is like when, like, you show your parents the things you're interested in, right? And they're just like, oof. Oof. But, what is it? So, I guess I haven't really... I've talked about it every once in a while, but... What is it? When I was... So, the job that I had before, I was just, like... I just kind of was just, like, mellowing out and, like, enjoying my time. Doing whatever I want. I was a baker. I made donuts. I made regular donuts, right? I made regular cake fried donuts. I made these things called yeast rings, which are kind of like a bake donut. Some would be frozen and some wouldn't, right? But, like, I think the ones that they didn't want us to do anything with was, like, the filled donuts. Those were the ones that were just, like, already pre-made, and you just run it through an oven and it would be made. And my job was to come into work at 11 p.m. and to make at least 250 donuts to hopefully last the entire day. Now, as the job, now it was a kitchen, right? It was a straight off kitchen. So, like, we made pizzas, we made sandwiches. It was like a small restaurant, right? But it was a fucking gas station. But they had a part of it that was like a restaurant. And my job was to make 250 donuts by myself. Which is good because the ones that sold a lot were the ones that were frozen. And the ones that were not, oh, Jesus Christ, dude. But it would take about, to fry regular donuts, right? It would take me about 5 minutes because it's time sensitive, because it needs to be at a specific temperature. It needed to be at 70 to 74 degrees. Any hotter, the dough would not end up dropping right. Any colder, the dough would end up not cooking well. So, what ends up happening during that time is that I had a 8-hour shift, right, 30-minute break, and you had to straight up just make all those by yourself, cooling, putting them on the thing, sprinkling them, everything, and you were expected to do it all. And then also you had to start the breakfast service by yourself, which the breakfast service is run by 3 people, but they expect you to run the breakfast service for 4 hours. So I had to make 250 donuts in like 4 hours, which there's like a lot, there's always like one head baker, and I was the head baker. I got the head baker position because good work ethic, smart, blah blah blah, all that bullshit that I was told, all the stuff that they suck your dick about, right? And Jesus Christ, dude, I was getting tired of it. Because the people who run the breakfast shift in the morning, they would just state over and over that I would be doing nothing, and that all I ever did was do donuts, and I would never help anyone out, even though I was by myself. I had to clean the kitchen, I had to pull everything apart, clean it, I had to go do stuff for the outside to get ready for during the day, and it was a lot of work, and I wasn't paid a lot. I was initially paid $9.25 an hour. My full time didn't kick in, so I didn't get 50 cents until like a month into my, like, a month into my, like, what does it say? A month into my tenure doing it, and I started over a year ago. And then I was making $9.75 an hour, and then I was also making extra because I was working overnight from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. And just the constant just badgering from people that I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. Luna is slow, or he's a bad worker. Somewhere out there, someone ended up saying, I ended up saying that I was really good at making donuts, and then that got turned into me believing I was better than everyone, which was fucking weird because that place had tons and tons and tons of gossip when I worked there, and it was fucking annoying. It was annoying. You had 40-year-old people gossiping like we were in high school about people's lives they barely even knew about. While they had like these cushy schedules, while everyone younger, like if you didn't have a kid, you were put on like this shit schedule, no matter what. And before I got onto being a donut person, I was put on this shit schedule where I was only working night times, where like I would be working noon into like midnight constantly, over and over and over and over, and that's all it was. And like, oh, you don't get to work Sunday, slow day. You don't get to work Monday, slow day. Tuesday, nope, but you get to work Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. I ended up jumping on into the donut job, and the reason I ended up walking out of that job. I went on vacation, and I was enjoying my weeks off, paid vacation. I got 7 days paid. I was given extra time off, which is 2 days not paid, which I was perfectly fine with. I had 9 days off, in total 7 days paid. I relaxed. I played video games. I was able to hang out with my friend that I barely ever get to see a ton. Like, it was awesome. And I ended up noticing that my entire life was just based around making these donuts and not making enough money, and constantly being told that I'm shit, and that I'm a piece of shit, and that Alex ain't shit. Like, I had this one guy, his name was Nick. He was a 30-plus-year-old guy, and I know he had a kid and whatever, and he was like, I know he was a heavy drinker and all this stuff, because there would be times where he would come in drunk, smelling like alcohol. It's like, it's interesting because we'll get to the point of me stepping out. He was like one of the main points. He came in the morning. He was notorious for coming in late. And if you come in late 3 times, you're terminated. He came in late every single Saturday. He would come to his shift an hour to 2 to 3 hours late for the cashier person. And the cashier person was told, you gotta stay, or the store's gonna close, and like bad things are gonna happen. And like the management in that moment would just constantly tell them these things, and people would stay. My coworker, my second baker, he ended up moving to overnight to get away from all of this. He worked, God, let's see. So it's 16. It was 16 hours, and then he worked a 20-hour shift. 20-hour shift. He got 3 breaks. 20-hour shift, 3 breaks. And the reason that they're able to allow you to do that is because he said yes to taking on a shift. The drunk guy ended up no-showing, but one day, drunk guy came in late. I was waiting to be relieved. He came over to me, and he started talking shit to me about something. That some of the food, one of the food was moldy. It wasn't anything I took care of. It was like fucking biscuits for breakfast. The food was moldy. Cool. I was like, hey, I'll be sure to check up onto it. He was like, yeah, and then he just started going off, and how I'm terrible, and how I believe I'm better than everyone, and that I'm ain't shit, and that I'm young, and that I'm a faggot because I have long hair, and it was just I was like, wow, okay. All right, this guy's really mad at me. He left, came back, started antagonizing me again, left, came back, antagonized me again. I went to go clock out. He physically stopped me when I clocked out. Started antagonizing me again. After the first time, I didn't respond. I just kind of listened, and then I would just laugh at him, which didn't make the situation better. But my second, that just went on for months. That happened in January. That went on for months, where he would just be disrespectful to me. I would tell my boss, and he says, "Oh, he just woke up cranky, bud. Don't worry about it. That's just how he is. He's a good worker. Don't worry about it. There's nothing to worry about." Okay, thanks. I appreciate it. I got my second. He's a younger guy. He was 21. I'm 26 right now. He was 21. He loved to play pranks, loved to joke. He would throw stuff at me. He would say mean things like me. He would tell me, I hope I die. I'm an insult. Like, he would just, like, at first, I thought it was just banter, right? I thought it was just banter between two guys who were just being a little edgy. I'm fine with that, right? That happens. No, there was a point where I didn't like it. I was like, hey, leave me alone. You know, work your register. Let me make my donuts. Leave me alone. I don't feel like dealing with it. Wouldn't leave me alone. He started doing this thing where he would take a squirt bottle and he would spray me with it. And so imagine like a Windex bottle, right? And he's put it on the highest setting so it shoots out like a fucking jet. He would just spray it at me, right? When I'm in the kitchen, when I'm making donuts. I remember it got into oil and it made a whole fuck mess. Because the oil was supposed to be kept at 375 degrees, but it was kept at 400 degrees because the heating plate was dirty, because they didn't train me how to clean the heating plate for whatever fucking reason. And everyone was like, your oil's dirty, your oil's dirty. He was like, I don't know how to clean the heating plate. You guys didn't fucking train me. Anyway, so what ends up happening with this guy, I thought I was trying to be good friends with him because I was just trying to, you know, make friends with people at work. He was younger. We liked anime. He was into my humor, but he always went a little bit too far. And one day he sprayed me in the face. He hid the bottle behind me and I was having a bad night. I was feeling sick. You know, whatever fucking excuse it was. I wasn't feeling right. I didn't want to deal with him. Me and him got into an argument. I got off of my break. I had a whole bunch of stuff, dishes. I had dishes to do. I had to clean the kitchen. And it was a Friday, so I had to prep breakfast even more so because there was going to be a lot of people. He came, he sprayed me in the face. He stood right in front of me, like right here, just sprayed me in the face like 5 times. And I was like, okay, dude. And then I took a swing at him. I swung at him. He moved, dodged, he laughed at me. I ended up moving away to get away from him. I was doing dishes, and I had my hair up, right? So my ears were shown. He sprayed me in the ear a couple times, and then I was like, you know what, dude? Fuck this. Fuck this. I don't need this. So in turn, I took off my smock. I took my hat. I don't have my hat with me. It says, like, famous for pizza on it. I took my hat with me. But I ended up walking out. I left at 3:40. Ended up walking out. And just went by. I went home, you know. My mom texted me. She's like, hey, what the fuck's happened? What happened? And I was just like, I quit my job. She was like, do you have a second job lined up? I was like, no. Like, I'm fucked. Like, I just quit. I quit, like, a stable job. I worked 5 days a week. Got paid, like, $700 every 2 weeks. So that was 1.4K. You know, able to buy new windows for the house. Able to take care of, my siblings and my mom a little bit better, and then I ended up walking out on it. And that was like 2 months ago, and I've applied for jobs, but you know, that's this. I live in a small area, as stated before, so it's gonna be difficult regardless. But But I got calls from my job, which I still have my I still have the voicemails where it's my boss, and he's going like, "Hey, bud, I've been good to you. I don't know why you did this. You know, I thought we had an agreement," because I talked to him about leaving, and he talked me into staying like an extra month. Like that was just on me. I fucked up on that, staying an extra month. He talked me into staying like 3-ish plus weeks. When I wanted to leave prior, and then we'll see what was going on. And I probably was gonna stay just because I was just like so dependent on the money. Just because it was just like, oh, I'm just gonna nut up and shut up. But no, it didn't work out. Didn't work out like that. But yeah, we're good, man. Ever since I lost that job, I lost weight. You know, I'm a big guy, obviously here in this moment. I lost weight, which is good. I'm finally exercising, which I never was able to do during that time. My dog's finally getting walks after just like being in that job for 2 years, and me being the only one strong enough to handle her if she decides to do anything. She's not 100% leash trained. She's almost there, but it fucking sucked, dude. That job sucked. I would wake up and just feel like dread. I was like, I would have to go to work, and then I would immediately be told that I'm not good enough for some stupid shit like that. And the job wasn't worth it. So I left, and now we're here. And all this garbage stuff is just from the first week I was off, where I was just like, I'm sad. I'm sad, but I know I've said this story in different ways, in different contexts, every single way, but that's what ended up happening. That's when I quit my donut job. You know, that's when I quit my donut job, and I am so happy for it. I'm so happy for it. Just quitting that donut job. Though that was like, when I joined that store, that's what I wanted the most. I wanted the donut job because I worked at a different store prior. Our store closed down because the store that I moved to wasn't making enough money. They opened 2 of the same stores in a small area, and it was infuriating. We had higher ups come, and they're like, "We know this store is part of the community," and I really liked that. I really liked that job in that store, where I was just a regular cook, and we were solo cooking. Right? We would make all the pizzas by ourselves. Someone would order 10 pizzas. There's only 2 people in the store, and I would be the one that would have to make them. Right? The job is overworked and fucking ridiculous. But most of the time, you're standing around on your phone. I was like, this is easy. This is super easy. And I was like, you know what? I liked working 11 to 5. You know, every once in a while I would have to work 4 to 11:30. We would get out after midnight because the cash register person would have to count the register. Which that... Listen. You know, I don't have a lot of experience dealing with money. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If you gave me $10, it would probably take me like 3 seconds to just kind of like count them out correctly. But I see in the books, all you do is you add up the number, you double check the numbers that are in the safe, right? You count up all the money, and everyone splits them up into specific counts. So you have 10 stacks of $10 bills, right? 10 stacks of them, 1,000 bills, off the bat. Now all you gotta do is double check to see if they're there, right? To make sure no one stole, because people did steal from the store because it was a small store. And you would have to do that for every shift, right? And we were taught that everything had to be in a stack, and that's how it was supposed to be. I wasn't good at register because I wasn't very, I'm not the type of person to like, I'm not very outgoing. Like, I could be cordial and be like, hey, how you doing? How you doing today? You know, joke with customers, whatever it was. I was told by my the previous GM, she was like, "You're so good at it. I don't understand why you don't like it." And I was like, it makes me anxious. I'm not comfortable here. Like I'm really good at making the food. You know, we got all those nice reviews because I made the pizzas really, really nice. Duh. I want to be a pizza guy. I want to be a pizza boy. And she was like, well, that kind of pigeonholes you into what you're going to do here. You won't be able to become a manager, and I think you could become a manager. And I was just like, I don't think I could become a manager. I don't have, like, the skills for it at all. I don't know why you think I could be that. But, oh, God, that was terrible. That was terrible. It was terrible. When you had nothing to do, you would stock the cooler, and that was the easiest job. Easiest. Unless, so what I learned from stores like this, so the Pepsi, Coke guys, you know, they have specific guys who come in and they give us our product, right? So you go to a gas station, they have people come in, give them the product, whether it's the milk products, egg products, or whatever, anything along those lines. You have the Hillshire Farms guys come in, or, no, it's not Hillshire Farms. Isn't it Hillshire Farms sausage? Anyway, I don't remember, but is it Pillsbury Farms? I don't remember what our milk supplier was. 5 gallons for some milk, and we'll let you know. People actually came in and buy that milk. They were like, it tastes better than the one at Walmart. Excuse me? Excuse me, what? Literally the same, sir. Yeah, it's whatever. I'm just saying a ton because I have like 4 things I want to say, but I was like, I think I'm done. I think I'm done. And that's the story of how I decided is like, you know what? I did the 365-day series on my YouTube. It was successful, you know, to an extent. It made me find a lot of the people that I had really good relationships with throughout my life that I don't regret at all. So why not start on a new platform and do the Twitch bullshit and be a weeby degenerate? That's about it. And now we're here. And I also am looking for jobs. I'm thinking about taking a security job, but I need a specific license. I need like a, oh God, what is the license? A C license? Is it a C license? I may be totally wrong. I have to look at the paper, but you're supposed to have a specific license to be able to be a security guard, as in the bitch with the flashlight. Right? And what you do, you sit in a car for 12 hours. License to kill? No, it's like license to like drive like heavy machinery. And it's not like forklift. It's not like a forklift license. That's specific. It's a specific license. But like, I don't know. I don't know too much about it. I'm just gonna be meandering on it. Let's see. Let's go turn these in. Rusty girl. There's my dog. You're tired, huh? It's late. It's late. She doesn't like her paws touched. Kahoot. 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 So my long hair. I ended up growing out my long hair when I was in high school, right? I grew it because I wanted to differentiate myself. I was a different person, right? I was like, I liked rap music. I was a typical archetype of where I grew up, right? You know, I didn't grow up in a nice area before I moved into this middle of nowhere. Which I think the only bad thing that ever happened in this middle of nowhere town is that recently a guy killed his wife and her boyfriend. And you're like, what? Yeah, a guy killed his wife and her boyfriend. That she was so since this is a small town, like word gets out, and like she went to the store that I worked at, right? She literally lived behind it. She was gloating about the fact that she was divorcing him after a specific amount of years, and that she was gonna get the house in the deal, which sucked, right? And so this guy was gonna lose his house. He was the guy who made the money, and no, he already lost. I don't know. The house was gone, and he went into that house and in turn ended their lives. And I remember when I was working at night, a literal guy in SWAT gear came in. He was like, "Hey, turn off your lights." We were like, "No, we're not going to turn off the lights." And then he tried to big dick us with cop bullshit, which is working overnights and stuff. You deal with some dickhead cops who just don't like being out, and then you also deal with some nice guys. But this was the dickhead cop because it was a small town, everyone knew everyone. So we were just like, "No, dude. No, we're not turning off our lights. You want us to turn off the lights to the gas pump and in our store? That's pretty much closing down the store, man. No. You're gonna make us lose business at night, weirdo." And, he's like, "There's a situation going on. Turn off the lights now." No. And he wouldn't leave, and he had like he had an assault rifle. Like, he had a strap and an assault rifle. Like, it looked like an MP4. Is it called an MP4? I don't know. I don't play shooter games. It looked like one of the ones with like the thick round barrel right here, and it went out into a small nose. I don't know. You know, it looked like a rifle. Right? And it's so fucking stupid. I hate him. I was like, "Okay, buddy, I'm gonna go turn off the lights." After a bit, and I went back and I was like, "Where the fuck is the breaker?" I was like, "This store is way different. What is this?" I ended up hitting a breaker. Everything turned off. I got in trouble because when everything turned off, corporate found out. "Buddy, don't do that, even if the police tells you to." "Sorry, won't happen again, sir." But turn off the lights got the guy to go off, and then he came back in and he was like, "Turn off the lights in the back." We're like, "They're automatic, dog. Sorry." Grumble, grumble, grumble. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Look at this. I have my hair in a way that I usually don't. Grumble, grumble, grumble. So, during this time that I've been playing Animal Crossing, while I've been talking up a storm, which is similar to what I did in the Wild World series, which I feel uncomfortable to do in this, just because Twitch is a different platform than YouTube. So, and it'd be hilarious if I got a license to kill. That's so stupid, dude. He was wearing a helmet and goggles. I don't think I have the picture anymore. No. I know on my Instagram, I think I have my Instagram link down below. If you look at my Instagram, I haven't really posted any pictures, but there's a video of these drunk good old boys, drunk white boys, drunk good old boys, almost backing up into our store's door, which is fun. I also, did I post a video of me getting robbed? I got robbed. I had to work register for 30 minutes when the cash register person went on register, and I fucking hated that, because you get people who are just complete dickheads at night. There was a guy who told me he was gonna fucking kill me. I was like, woof! Woof! I was like, "You look rather intimidating. You look rather intimidating, buddy. You look rather intimidating." I would say that running register, Fridays and Saturdays are the worst. Running registers, Friday and Saturday are rather the worst, probably. There's this, he was explaining him. So, imagine a character in San Andreas, right? Imagine like a very tall, skinny CJ with a bandana. And he worked at this factory. It was a molding place, right? And they worked 24/7. They had 12-hour shifts. and you got 12.50 an hour doing it while they killed you, which is and he would come in. Rusty Girl is in fact lounging. It's my dog, dude. It's my dog. So this guy, I don't know what his problem was. He came in, he was loud. It was me and this one. I worked with 3 people that night. There was an old man. There was, 2 people. There was an old man, and then there was the younger guy. Boss man said, hey, if there's a homeless person in here, kick them out. They're not allowed to be in here. We have complaints. They're causing issues. Christy, the resident homeless person in our town, don't allow her in here when she's off for schizophrenia medicine. Okay, I never did it. I never wanted to kick her out. She was a nice lady. She always treated me nicely. She may have told me that she was going to rip my head off and fuck me bloody once before. But that's just the mental illness talking, and she didn't have her medicine, and it was the end of the month, right? So, I understood. So, for whatever reason, this fine gentleman came in and started chatting up our wonderful resident homeless person. And he got upset because, as he said, this bitch retarded. And he got upset, and I was working with a manager that night. Someone ended up calling off, and the manager had to go. I forgot to change the clock, so in turn, we literally have to do the captain ride again. I'm so stupid. He got upset, got aggravated, talked about how he deserved a free cookie for some bullshit. I ignored him. I walked away. He told me he see me smiling. I don't like that you're smiling. You think you behind those doors doesn't stop me from going over there and getting you. Okay. Ignored him, went away. Our dishwashing area was away from everyone. So, in turn, we went into it. Fine. That's completely... Spam B button, you can skip this up. I don't feel good, guys. I think my medicine's wearing off, actually. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to remember more in chronological order because I haven't thought about this in a while. Because he was one of the reasons why I hate working weekends, because he would come and he'd be drunk as fuck, talking about how he makes so much money and that he ain't scared of killing people. He's like, I don't give a fuck. He's like, especially that faggot over there, and he would point at me, and I was like, oh, me? Excuse me? You want to kill me? Okay, let's call the cops. Oh my God, never seen a guy run so fast before. And he still came in. And he would always come in. I remember the last time I served him, he bought 8 slices of pizza. Now, a slice of pizza is about $2.15. That's more than a regular if you were to order a pizza, right? It came out to like, I don't know what it came out. It came out big because he also bought other stuff with it. And he didn't like it. And he said something really funny, and I laughed. And he told me to shut up and not laughing before he makes me stop laughing. Threatening me, right? He threatened me because I was laughing. And he's like, you're lucky there are people in this store right now because they're the only ones that have stopped me from touching you. And I was like, okay. Okay. Have a good day, sir. Have a good day. Oh my God. He wasn't a fun guy to be around. I came out of the bathroom once on my break. I was just watching YouTube videos. I laughed at a YouTube video while walking out of the bathroom. And he charged up from me and asked if I was laughing at him. and like he touched me. He grabbed me by my shoulder, in which I was like, "Hey, yo, get the fuck off me!" And then he started saying that I was ugly, glasses breaking, faggot, blah, 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 everything you get, because I would wear my hair down when it was when it was break time, just to rest my scalp, because my life was literally 8 hours of wearing my hair out, and I started wearing it different ways, and my hair wasn't used to it. Just like my hair used to be laying this way, but I laid it this way for whatever reason. I don't remember. Probably in high school. But he's a fun guy, man. Fun guy, fun memories. Fun memories. Tons and tons of memories. Working overnights. And as my boss told me, buddy, there's tons of freaks and weirdos at night. So you gotta... What did he say? I gotta have an iron something. It wasn't iron jaw. Did he say I have iron balls? Did he say I had to be... I don't remember. But... Jesus Christ, dude. Fucking guy. Annoying. And I also got some really sweet people at night. I got this couple. I got this really sweet couple. One of them's name was Casper. Her name was Casper, and the other girl's name was... They had, like, weird names. They were like, oh, yeah, these are our online names. Casper and something with a V. Veronica? I don't remember. There were 2 stoner chicks. They were really sweet to me. They're really nice. I would always mess with them. They always say nice things to me. Because at night, while I'm also doing bakery, if anyone came in, they're like, hey, can you make us pizza? Can you make a sandwich? I would have to force to do it. And usually, as I said, if it's a regular, I was like, I can't say no to you. I'm forced to say yes with a smile. Like, Jesus. Jesus. Like, you know, I'm smiling, I'm crying. I guess I'm just gonna do a bug free for all. There's flowers in there, so let's do it. I need flowers. So bug free for all. Easy, nothing to worry about. I was just hoping for like a flower one where there was going to be an excess of flowers instead of being sprinkles of flowers, but hey, whatever. Whatever, dude. Pina colada. That's all I'm going to say. The ship is bound for the boob stuff. There was also this really old lady. I remember her because she had like a really big, like round, she had like a, like, I seen this thing on Tumblr. It was like Shape of Women, right? She had like a pear-shaped body. She was old. She was really old. She would come in and she would like pet my arm and stuff, which was really nice. She was really cool. She was like, you know, I only come in only when you're here because you're the only gentleman here. I was just like, don't know about that. Don't know about that. Don't know about that, ma'am. He was like, you seem so respectful for a teenager. Like, not a teenager, man. I'm 26 years old. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. What's up, little girl? My little brother's probably home, right? Give me a shake. Shake. Good job. My run's out. What sucks, I can't take some of these bugs home. Oh my god. You guys ready? About to blow my nose right now, bro. Ugh, boy. I blew out my ear. When I blew my nose. That's not good. Disgusting. Disgusting. Let's see. Hold on. Let me fix stuff on my screen. When I was pretending to be an internet tough guy to wave the penguin. I moved stuff around. Now, I'm not aiming for any coins or anything like that. What I'm aiming for is flowers. That's what I want. I wanted the flower challenge, just so I can get some flowers for my town. I view this as the best way to get flowers. You can buy flowers, but I don't feel like wasting money. I don't buy the flowers because you only get 2 at a time, and here you can get 40 in a couple minutes. 40 in the amount of time it probably takes you to constantly turn off your game, turn it back on, turn off your game, turn it back on, turn off your game, turn it back on. But during the flower challenge, it's a lot easier because the world is populated with flowers so much that running in place literally kills the pollen. Plop it. Now, this is a catch and release, if I'm not mistaken, so let's at least try to get some coins. I got everything I wanted, I don't need it, so... Of course. I got the reach. That was an emperor butterfly, not an argyle. Wait, isn't argyle that old person? Not old person pattern. I'm thinking of library as a library person pattern. I don't know. Ooh, I try to get in at the library, to work at the library that I live in. We have a very large library. How many times are we going to say library? 6,000. We have a very large place of educational wonders. So much so, as I stated earlier, they host Smash tournaments there. They don't do it anymore. They host movie nights, which is weird. And I don't know where they would do it, because it would literally have to be like 20 people tops, unless they built an addition on the 2nd floor that I don't know about. But I remember going there. They had manga in the teen section, and the teen section wasn't like any other place in the library. It had beanbag chairs, it had love seats, it had L-shaped couch, so you could chill with your honey after school. And in fact, don't mind me looking at the stock market. In fact, chill with your boy and or girl as you... Yeah, I know. I understand. As you are, in fact... Oh, God. That's not good. Anyway, as you were, in fact, lounging, reading Sailor Moon. Reading. They had a whole bunch of, like, you know, the regular ones. I think one of the ones that they did not, like, 100% would not put in a library, because you could be like, hey, can you get this manga, that XYZ, you know, can you grab that? You would talk to the nice ladies. Only girls work at the library, I just noticed that. What the fuck? There's 4 receptionist people downstairs. All chicks. Is it a fucking witches cult, dude? That'd be sick. But no, I tried getting in as a janitor. I was like, you're gonna pay me $15 to clean a library? Hell yeah, bitch. But no, you need like an extra license to be around, to like be in like a... Like, it's so stupid. You gotta have the license for some weird things. And this is for like a government. Apparently, a library is a government job, which I didn't know. Or I may be stating it wrong, but you need like specific qualifications for it. I think it's a 4-letter acronym. I don't remember. I don't want to think of the failures of not getting the job. Just throw it away. Fill it with some D&D stuff. You know, it'd be cute. My dog's adorable. Alright, Luna. 5 minutes to catch bugs. No, catch bugs. Stop getting... What time is it? It's 8. Oh, I started this rather at a decent time. Look at that. I started at a decent time. Look, a good boy. Instead of at 10. 9. Alright, fellas. Short episode today. Library. I remember going to the library when it was first being built, when it only had a children's section, to go on MySpace and roleplay with my 3 girlfriends, all on different accounts. I roleplayed as Naruto Uzumaki, but as a teenager, and I didn't know about Shippuden, right? I didn't know about Shippuden, so I found all this art of Naruto as a teenager, and I was like, everyone has Kid Naruto, what the heck? And I was like, but me, I'll be Naruto as a teenager. And this Naruto I was role-playing as threw off his name as Naruto Uzumaki because he was bullied too much. Took on the name AdventuresOfLuna, which was my first YouTube name. And boy oh boy, I just searched up. I had huge crushes on Hinata and Tsunade, so I was just like, just search up Hinatas and Tsunades and try to make them your girlfriends, right? Little did you know, little did I know, guys pretended to be girls online. Why would someone pretend to be someone else online? To betray your trust like that? Dude, this is like in 2006. It's ridiculous. And going there to play RuneScape with the boys. I remember I got invited to play RuneScape. I got kicked because I didn't type fast enough. There's the only Asian person that I've ever met personally in my life, for like face to face. His name was Kevin, which I find hilarious. He in fact was a master typer, and we didn't understand it because he had some crazy high like words per minute, and he would type lines and lines and lines along with the color code to be able to make like the words in RuneScape color and wave, and he just knew it. It was ridiculous. He was so cool. He got kicked out of school because he drew a comic of him having sex with a teacher, and then also torturing and murdering some teachers, and he got kicked out of school. And I think about him every day. He was so smart. He was so cool. I thought he was so awesome. Literally, don't say that after this dude literally just drawed himself having sex with a teacher. I know. It's fucking 15 years ago. I still remember that guy. Sweet guy. It's when I met Moises too. My friend, my best friend, my best buddy. It's rather romantic, us getting in touch with one another. we were with two separate friend groups. He was in the bilingual group with all the kids who smelled. For some reason, all the bilingual kids smelled. I never really understood it. They're like, Luna, what the fuck? What do you mean by that? I was like, that's what... Believe me. Believe me, they smelled it. I didn't understand. It just smelled different. It wasn't like, oh, stinky. It was just like, they just smelled different. He had a bike. And I did it. It was storming out. We were hanging out at the library. And in fact, he was like, hey, where do you live? And I was like, hey, I live next to this school, which is on the opposite end of the town. Before I moved. I'll give you a ride there. Just stand on my pegs. Now me, I'm scared of everything. You know, I'm scared of heights. I'm scared of going fast. I'm scared of driving. You know, I'm scared of... I have, like, a lot of anxieties about a lot of things. I'm scared of water. I'm scared of, having the water too high when I am taking a shower and something blocks the drain. Because if I fall, I could drown in 1 inch of water. Like, I have a whole bunch of irrational fears, and my irrational fear was falling off his bike, which I don't think is an irrational fear, but I was so irrationally against it that he kind of looked at me weird, because I was like, no, I'll just walk. He's like, come on, it's raining, it's storming out, man. Let me take you. No, I'll just walk. Just walk. I said, nah, just stand on your pegs. Just stand on the pegs, it's okay. He didn't take no for an answer. And so, as a loser, I said yes. I got on those pegs. We immediately went. I slipped off, tore up the side of my leg on his peg, fell, like skinned my leg. And I was like, I'm just gonna walk. And after that happened, he's like, okay. And then me and him, he walked me to my house. He got off his bike, walked with his bike next to him, like they do in the movies, and he walked me home. And he was like, hey, your name's Luna, right? And I was like, yeah. He's like, you know that means moon? I was like, yeah, I know. I'm gonna kill myself, thanks. And then we became friends. We replaced numbers. I remember I punched him once. I remember he punched me and I felt like my arm was gonna fall off. It was great. He humped me, I humped him, you know, good stuff. I don't know if I still have the video. No, I don't. On my old computer, I wiped the hard drive and gave it to my little brother. There's a video of me, literally, of him humping me. Right? And him humping a dryer, and him just gyrating his junk. Not like naked, but like in a park. Sounds like the start of a yaoi manga? I wish, right? You know what's funny? He always thought I was gay. Which is upsetting in a way, because if it looks like a girl, it's okay, right? I have that mindset. Ah! It's so bad. He thought I was gay, and I remember recently this year we were having just a heart-to-heart talk over some bullshit, because as soon as I quit my job that day, I ended up calling him when I knew he was awake, and I just talked to him about it, because I was just kind of like, I was shaky crying over it, and I was like, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen. He was like, I can't apply for unemployment now when this happens, so I can't get like a 2-3 month grace period. It's like, we need money, and like just a whole bunch of stuff like that. And I remember he just came out, he was like, you know, there was times where you got really, really close to me and I just thought you were gonna kiss me, right? And I'm just like, sorry, bro. No. I'm not attracted to boy who looks like boy. No, no, no. I always have awkward outings with like the people he dates. I was afraid. So sometimes, I don't know how to explain this, but I feel really anxious when I talk to people of the opposite gender, and I don't know what caused it. I get it every once in a while when I talk with someone, and I get nervous, and I don't understand why. I get nervous, my hand's shaking, arm spaghetti, right? All of his people that he's ever dated, I've been extremely nervous around. To the point, I'm like a little shaking leaf. And when he invited me over to watch Game of Thrones with him, she was there. He didn't tell me that she was coming. I thought it was just two bros, like his and his little brother, us watching Game of Thrones, eating pizza, you know, having a good time, saying that Sansa scares us and she's a serial killer, you know? Or me just being like, oh, it's Jorah time to die. When does it happen? Jorah time. Stupid little inside jokes that we ended up having with one another. And then he brought over his GF to his house. And I was just like, oh, hi. And she like shook. She wanted to shake my hand. And I was like, oh, I don't want to touch her. I don't want to touch her. I'm scared of touching her. I'm scared of touching her. And like when I touched her hand, I was like, wow, they're super soft like mine. That's so weird. Witch's hat through and through. I didn't verbally say anything weird. I was just like, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I'm sure you heard about me. You know. And she's like, yeah. And then she just walked away from me and was occupied with him. And I was like, whew, thank God. And during that whole night, it was just her on the opposite side and me on the opposite side of him, as we were sandwiching him there together, just watching Game of Thrones in silence, afraid to ask for the food on her side of the table because I was scared of talking to her. And it wasn't that I was just like, ooh, I find her really attractive and I'm nervous. It was just that I just got nervous. I didn't want to say anything bad and have her hate me and think I'm a rapist or something. I know, really. Yeah, I went there. Yeah, just... Common thought, brother. Let's see. So we got all the flowers. Got all the flowers. I hung out with her a second time, and we didn't even make eye contact with one another. At all. She wouldn't make eye contact with me. Now, I did go in there in my pajamas and extra comfy. You know? I wasn't like a Smash player, right? I didn't go there like I was in a Smash tournament, getting ready to use my bio perfume to give me a competitive advantage. I in fact just straight up went there, showered, sat there, watched the movie, and he was like, "Hey, everything okay?" I was like, "Yeah, everything's fine." A little worried, a little scared, a little oofy. A little oofy. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so this is going to be rather unpleasant with the placing of flowers, right? You know what's funny? There was this guy in high school. His name was Joe, right? And Joe was just like this kind of scrawny little guy. And like, we always gave him shit because it was like, oh, you'll never get a girlfriend. You know, banter, right? Bullying him, pretty much. And I met him recently. And I was like, hey man, what's going on? And he was like, you look way different. Like, what's going on? And he's like, oh, you know, got a family, got 4 kids. We're like, what? You were actually able to do that? He's like, yeah, you know. It's weird how in high school everyone has just like a perception of you, but once you move out of it, I was like, damn, dude. 4 kids. So that means he would at least have to have one every other year to be able to conceive it with his wife. My wife. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see, what time is it? What time is it? Gotta make sure for the upload time. For the upload time, gotta make sure, gotta make double sure, gotta make triple sure, gotta make quadruple sure for the upload time. Boy, this is so much faster on a 3DS. I'm gonna let you know that. I can just hear the clicking in my head when you take the DS stylus and just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Who are you? Shep, my golden boy. How you doing? Hey, Super L. I just came up with a new nickname for you. Yeah? Okay. Get ready. It's Al. What do you think? Pretty cool, right? Yeah, I like it. Thank God I wasn't one of those edgy kids. Oh, I'm playing on an emulator. Playing on an emulator. I think, was it you? I don't think it was you. It may have been another person that used to chill in the chat a shit ton. I had 3, right? And they all kind of just left as time went on, right? As the days went on. And I think that's just because I have an irregular streaming schedule. I have one down below, but as you can tell, I'm not keeping up with it. But I stream... I play off an emulator, which is why every once in a while you see me just running for no reason. I'm like so anal about running in my town that if I see someone, if I play with someone and they're running, I would immediately just turn off my game. I was like, I told you not to run. I don't know why you're doing this. It's like I have tons of flowers everywhere. Even when I had paths, they would like go out. They would. There's memories of me being triggered as fuck for no reason. Why you have to be mad? It's just a game. No. They're my flowers. And I spent a long time breeding them. A long time. And you're just running on them. Oh, they don't explode after running on them once. Yeah, but can you not? Please? Please? Can you just listen to me? Please? Nope, I'm running. Alright. Thanks. Thanks, GF. But no, playing on an emulator, which is cool because it allows me to play other games. I have the site for the ROMs, you know, just to say, and I obviously own all the games that I would be playing with. I'd be scared too, man. Like, so that capture card, right? That allows you to stream wirelessly and also allows you to stream wired. it's scary because I'm scared of ruining my system, and I don't have money to buy another one. Nor do I want, nor if I had the money, I don't even want to, like, have that be a thing. If I'm trying to say this correctly. Have that be an option where, like, oh, I break it and it's buy it again. And it just sucks because I have sentimental value with my little red boy. Little red boy. That was the first, just kidding. No, it wasn't. That was the second thing that I bought with my YouTube money. Got it on my birthday in 2014. When the YouTube checks were over $100. God damn. There was a time, boys. There was a time where a small YouTuber like me, who got 20 to 50 views per video, was making $100 a month. Every day on the 4th. I mean, every month on the 4th. Like, jeez Louise. Just imagine what all the other YouTubers were making back in the day. Right? If I was making that amount of money on that small amount of views. And the idea of demonetization wasn't even, like, a thing. Like, you would get demonetized, but it's because you had music that wasn't yours in it, or you just straight up put, like, porn. But if that was it, it would just... it would get thrown off. I actually homebrewed my, is it homebrew? No, it's not called home. Is it called Chili? I may be thinking of the Nintendo Switch one. I actually, homebrewed, I guess we'll use that as a stand plate, my PSP that I got. This is a Japanese PSP, and when you started up, its language thing was on Japanese, and but I did it for my PSP, and I'm able to get all games legally, and I pay for it. I got homebrew because that's relatively harmless, but the custom firmware stuff can brick your device. Homebrew. Now, do I still have them? Let's see if I still have them. So, there's specific cards, right? You can buy online, and you just put in a mini SD. Let's see if I still have them. I don't know if I still have them. They may have been tossed because I know one of them, Rusty Girl 8. Just a bunch of my magic cards, dude. Just a bunch of my magic cards. But, you would get the ROM, you load it up on your, DSi and DS. There was one for 3DS, they were called, like, Gold 4 or something like that. I may be remembering it wrong. Never did it for the 3DS because apparently for the 3DS it was a little bit more volatile and you had to keep it up to date and all that stuff, but I was able to, someone was able to get the chip for me, and I was able to do it regardless. It's literally just as easy as dragging and dropping. It's some of the most easiest bullshit you can do in your life. So I had every single Nintendo game that you could ever want at my fingertips. I could play Pokemon, I could play just all in one cart, all the saves there. I could take the saves out, put an edited save in, do whatever I want, dude. It was sick. It was sick. Sadly, I don't remember the sites for that stuff. I think I had to go to GBA Temp, but I don't remember my account. No! It pushed me to leave? My Russian daughter. My Russian daughter is in fact gone. Crabs in the chat, boys. Dude. Dude, when someone gets banned or whatever it is, and a larger Twitch streamer with an audience, they're like reading the news or whatever it is, and you see crabs in the chat, it's so fucking hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. It's so hilarious. Or when one of the streamers have like the show emote, like I've seen XQC, he has the show emote thing up, and they put the party hat on his head. It's hilarious. Hold on, one moment. I'm doing something. Sorry if you hear clicking. Hey! I just noticed looking at my stream that... Got it specifically for editing my Animal Crossing New Leaf Town. Yeah, dude. Get the edits. I'm a cheater. Hey, man. Two-time. Hey, I know that feel, man. I ended up editing my Monster Hunter World game on my PC. I am tired of these balloon tables. I'm gonna be real fucking clear with you right now. I am fucking tired. I am mega fuming. Mega fucking fuming. Fuming. I hate these tables, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna start collecting them. And then, as always, fuck the person in the first video who stated that there's a higher chance to get other stuff other than... I may be paraphrasing to make myself seem right, but hey. It's a world we live in. A wild world. Yeah, I don't know. I've played Animal Crossing since 2013. Earned it. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah, brother. That's a mentality to have, dude. Hey, I don't disagree with you at all. Like, you know, I cheated in Animal Crossing too. Except what I did, oh my god. So, I don't know if you ever tried placing plots in specific areas. I did that for Wild World. Cancer. Literal cancer. That's all I gotta say. Literal fucking cancer. I find it funny that I count as a user. A person watching the stream. Dude, Soundwave. Did you find my interaction with that person that was in here weird, dude? Did you find, like, the interaction that I had with Wade the Penguin fucking weird, dude? That shit was weird, dog. It got, like, so antagonistic so fast. And then, like, they were just like, that was an okay story. Climax really fell flat. Like, what the fuck, dude? They really got mad because I was doing my degenerate humor. And I was only pretending. That shit was weird. That shit was scary. I was scared, dog. Felt like I was in a real life fight on the internet. My boy, I was so scared. But no, that was weird, dude. I wanted to see how far I could take it, which is probably not a good thing to do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that was weird. I'm sorry, Soundwave. I'm sorry if that made you feel uncomfortable. Just know that when you donate to my Patreon, my $800 tier, which I'll give you a free one-day free trial, we'll have a one-on-one ASMR session, and it'll help you. Don't worry. That's the way I'm gonna make things right. 0 to 100 real quick. Pretty much, dude. Jesus. Wait, hold on. Wait, there's ASMR streams on Twitch, isn't there, right? Hold on. Alright, so let's pause Animal Crossing really quick. We'll save and quit. What does this look like? Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you. ASMR is fucking annoying to me. It makes me anxious. Hold on. I know there has to be streamers about it. I've seen freaking stuff of Pokimane doing it. Let's see if it's here. Let's just double check. Let's discount double check right now. Let's see. ASMR. There is. There is literally a see, is there a cam here? Is there a cam for me here? Yeah, my cam's up here. What the fuck is this? Dog feet cam. Nice. Hold on. How do I fix this? Hold on, I'm stupid. Transform. Edit transform. Reset. There we go. So there are ASMR streamers. Right? Which, understand, people probably go to sleep to them, you know? Okay. Top channel. Follower only chat. She... What language is this? Ah! How about copycat? Oh, she's hosting someone. She kind of looks like a cat. What is that? Handsome boy. Oh, it's not real. I don't know why that's... It's making me want to throw up. That's a weird noise, dude. Anyway. Ugh. Oh boy, okay. Literal fake hedgehog. Literal fake hedgehog. Okay. So, that was the ASMR section. Oddly enough, it's full of females, but I think I understand it because we have these archetypes in our head, right? That we see. And who doesn't want a 100% cutie e-girl to whisper sweet nothings in your... Actually, it was nothing like that. It was literally just textile stuff. just looking at my dog. She just snoozing. It's just textile stuff. That's weird, dude. Anyway, that's weird. I think I seem like, I think I see men, like, open all of them. But the fact that they're all female is kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I want a guy. You know what? Can I get an ASMR of a dude, like, lifting weights? Can you imagine that? A dude lifting weights. Like, let's say you're anxious and you don't want to go to the gym. I don't like going to the... Is it Planet Fitness? No, it's not. It's Weight something. I don't like going to that gym. It's a decent walk away, which was good when I went there. I got, like, this free trial thingy. And, but being there, I was just... I don't like it. But if I was around a situation of just like a dude just kind of like, ugh, and like you hear clanking on the ground, right? Imagine that. Money. Literal money. Yeah, dude. Weightlifting ASMR. Fucking. That's like watching Canute, you know? Hell yeah, bitch. Show you who the boss of this gym is. Just a bunch of just tight, strong guys just lifting and grunting. God damn, dude. I'm all fired up. I'm fired up just thinking about it, dude. Damn. Imagine that. You're with your bro, and he's just like, push it, push it, push it, and you're just like, ah! Just doing the Billy Harrington scream. I can't do it. I'm gonna hurt my voice doing it. You know, I learned hedgehogs don't live that long. They live 2 to 5 years. Just like you're gonna live 8 years, right, Rust? This 5-year-old dog. Be the first, Luna. Stream some bodybuilding tomorrow. I do like shitty. I don't have any weights. Like the only weight I have is an 8-pound dumbbell, which I use to help stretch. That's all I have. It's right here. I have 2 8-pound dumbbells, which I use to stretch. To help get deeper stretches. And then one time, I was just like, I wonder what if I lay on it? Would it crack my back good? It in fact did. And now my back doesn't feel okay. But I don't know. People would watch it, yeah. People watch Greek workout. You know? Fall bug toy. Christina's awake. Yeah, she lets me pick her up now. Christina's heavy. Last time we weighed her, which was when she went to the doctor when we thought her tail was broken. She was 90-ish pounds, and she wouldn't stand still because she was anxious. My dog's anxious. She doesn't like being around other people. She only likes being around us. We tried to get her around other people when she was younger. As in tried, we tried 6 times, it failed, and then we're just like, alright, just not force her to do it, because all she's doing is just growling and being aggressive, right? BRB, alright. She's being aggressive for no reason. No reason. So when she was around other people, she wasn't aggressive. She was crying the entire time. So she hid between my legs, crying, doing the dog cry, right? The entire 3 times, so much so she wore herself out and was soaking wet. She couldn't walk, she couldn't really do anything because she literally just feared herself to exhaustion. And I had to pick her up and stand on the weight thing. And they were like, all right, you get weighed first, and then you go for it. And Bastina was like 98.47 or something like that, like 92.47, like somewhere between 2 and 8 of 90. And I pick her up now, and she's way heavier. She wasn't even fully grown then. And she has Labrador in her, so she's kind of a big dog, but she also has Pit Bull in her, so she's also a smaller dog. So she's like in the happy middle in between. So she's heavy. Restina's heavy. Also, she doesn't like getting picked up too much. Too much. I'll show you who the boss of this gym is. Yo, where the fall bugs at, though? I've yet to see one. I see one. Gimme. I'm gonna end my life. Come on, man. But really, that homeless lady that would come into our store, and when she was off her medication, she would say some crazy shit. She would talk to other people. She would go to things in stores and talk to them and be antagonizing with them. It was ridiculous. 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 I feel bad. Because I know her story. She got kicked out of her house because of her mood swings that would happen. I don't know. Due to her schizophrenia. And not having any medication. They wouldn't give her a medication that would last the entire month for whatever reason. And I don't know why. There was a reason behind it, and I don't understand why. And she just straight up got kicked out of her house by her brother. And she's just homeless. She's homeless. So, since it's a small town, a ton of people, not like come together to take care of her, but like, she'll wait in places and people are like, hey, you want to go take a shower? Hey, you want to eat dinner with us tonight? Like, hey, you want to do X, Y, Z? So stuff like that, so. But at nighttime, she didn't have anywhere to go, which is why me and my old guy who knew her from working at the store for 5 years, we were just like, yeah, let's just leave him here. Like, we understand Boss Man was like, say, get her out, kick her out. But, you know, wait till the sun comes up, dude. I don't care if she sleeps here. Just make sure to clean the table she's on. She's, apparently she lives near the monument in my town, next to a subway. They, so, small town, so a lot of guys, they, like, go to the military. And we had, how many did we have? We had, like, a memorial of everyone who came from that town for, like, since 2000, who's died? Overseas? Which is interesting, because I know the mortality rate is rather low. Injury rates probably pretty decent, but the literal death, I believe it's pretty low in comparison to everything else. But there's a plaque with a giant-ass cannon, like a mortar cannon, pointing directly in the air with a plaque of everyone who has perished to give honor for them, in front of a subway. Next to the Mexican market, which is so weird. So weird. I believe she lives there. There's tons of benches there. It's literally like a small circle. Just like think of like the intersection of a street. Like that's how big it is. If you were to close off the sidewalks, right, and make the intersection a box and lift it out, that's how big it is. So it's not very big. Not very big at all. Subway sandwiches. Christina's dreaming. Her little toesies and feetsies are moving everywhere. The best thing to witness when my dog's sleeping is when her tail wags when she's sleeping. That's the best, because you know she's having the good dream. She's having a good dream. She got a I don't know if it was my little sister or my mom. She ended up buying her a friend, as in like a chew toy. Now, Christina destroys every chew toy that she has, to be completely honest with you. All the chew toys get destroyed. And my mom was like, "Hey, look at it. It's by your shoes." I was like, "Yeah?" And I had my shoes on. I was like, "I didn't see anything there, dude." They're like, "What are you talking about?" No toy there. And I went to go look, and I was like, "Oh, look at this." It was like a little leg, this big. Little white, little cloth leg, that big. I was like, "Is this her toy?" She's like, "Oh my god. I guess that's what's left of it." And I was like, "Did my dog eat the toy?" But no, we found bits and pieces laid across throughout the house. It was a little skeleton. A little plushy, fat skeleton. Ooh, I don't feel good. Time to play the game. Please. 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 There we go. Real skeleton. Maybe. I'm sure that's not hard to get, right? There's a news story of this guy donating his grandmother's body to Alzheimer research. And once they got done researching her body, they gave the body to the U.S. military for $6,000 so they can use it in bomb testing. Not that her specifically, but like just a body to use in bomb testing. I don't know if it's fake, but it's something that I've seen. And it's hilarious and sad. Because this guy donated his grandmother to help people with Alzheimer's. And then they're like, you know what, let's just sell her for $6,000 once we're done with her. To get blown the fuck up. Get blown the fuck up. Hilarious. That is such a millennial way to go out, really, if you think about it. Dirty millennials. Dirty, hippie millennials. How dare they? Free love? True love? No. I want to live in a world where hold on, there's a noise.
Let me check out that noise.
Oh, I see. I see.
I see what's happening.
I see what's happening. I guess my sister's boyfriend's back. From, whatever he has to do for the military. Because, I guess they're, having sex. So, that's fine. You can hear everything down here, fellas. It's not good. It's not good. Unless someone's jumping on the bed. They're just jumping on the bed, excited that he came home. That's fine. She's a grown girl, she could do what she wants. Though I recommend to do it on the floor so the bed doesn't make any noise. Apparently they're gonna be... He kind of like lives with us. He has his own job and stuff. But they're saving up to move out. Big girl. Put on headphones to drown her out. Actually, guys, I should probably end this stream. I gotta go take care of something. Let's see. It's 9. What'd you miss? The one and only. My younger sister is currently having coitus with her dearly beloved. I'm assuming he's back from whatever military thing he's doing. And that's where we are right now. And I can hear it. And I can hear it. Now, I don't hear any voices or anything like that, but I hear the bed moving in a rhythm. Which is fine. Ugh. Ow. Stuff like that doesn't bother me. I find it funny though. So, when you have been streaming for a bit, you know, you gotta stand up. You gotta stretch. Right, little girl? You gotta stretch. Oof. Right here in my back. Hurts. It's tight. The muscles are not awake. And it's been like that for a couple days. And I don't know why. Not a couple days. It's been like that for months. Hey. Hey. What are you doing? Make sure you don't get any blood clots. Gotta move the hips. Stretch the leg. Stretch the leg. Stretch your back. Touch your toes. Bring it up, touch the toes. Scare my dog. What, you wanna... Make sure we don't get blood clots, fellas. That's a gamer's one weakness. I don't know where these pictures are going. I looked in the emulator to see where the pictures are going, and I think it's just doing it without taking the pictures. There was literally no place set up for it to go. I looked in the emulator, I looked in the app data file for the temporary files. I don't know where they're going. I know they shouldn't be that taxing, I guess you can say, when it comes to how much data they are. But hey. Emulation time, come on. Alright, we're gonna lay these flowers. We're gonna say goodnight. And then I'm gonna play Final Fantasy XIV. You know, okay, let's talk about this. Final Fantasy XIV, I like the game, but we're going to be talking about the people in the game, right? Final Fantasy XIV is an MMO, as I always state, just so people understand what it is, because they're just thinking like, oh, Final Fantasy XIV, you know, like, you know, Cloud and Sephiroth and Big Titty GF Tifa. No, all right? Think about this. There's people, in Final Fantasy XIV, you could play races similar to Elf. I guess it would be considered an elf. Elf, a dragonkin, a cat girl, human, bunny girl. What am I missing? There's one more. And a lolly. A lolly or Shota, right? Also known as Lalafell. And they're adorable, and they're cute, and they have like the best clothes, which is weird. They're like little dolls. Right? Now, people like the roleplay online in their massive multiplayer online game. So much so that the game has given you materials to show that you are in fact a role player, and that you will respond roleplay-wise. You will wave at people, you will bow to them, you will greet. You can create... you can create X, Y, and Z. Right in there, and so when you join a server, you can only join that server. I am on Hyperion server, right? If you look up Hit Seeker Final Fantasy XIV, you can find my character's pretty much MySpace page, because when you join the Lodestone, it creates a MySpace page, Facebook page to your character. Right, and it shows you all the achievements that they've had, shows you what levels they are, shows you what she's currently dressed in. I made a girl, I made a Vera. As stated yesterday, why wouldn't you want a giant Amazon girlfriend? I don't think, like, there's no downside to it. I see zero downside to it. Amazonian bunny girl, whose race literally walks around in heels and can sense the mana in the air. But when I load in, and I load in into one of the specific hubs, the hubs always have... As soon as I load in, you get the chat first, right? Before the game. And in the chat, you get, like... Dark Wraith, Ammonia. Snuggles against Alistair Redbeam. Alistair Redbeam caresses. Ammonia. Like, it's just like that. All that is just like spammed in the chat, and you could just see, because when you emote someone, it does it public. So they're just like, there's like doe eyes, there's like ditzy 4, like a whole bunch of just like these kind of like weird expressions that you could have for your people, and they're just doing it to their dearly beloved role player. And I joined a guild where the person in the guild, one of the officers, they're part of a second guild, kind of, a little bit, where they roleplay as maids together. And you could get maid outfits in the game. You could actually make them, right? And they're very expensive because it's a cosmetic item. And cosmetic items, majority of them could be made. But the big money items you would have to buy. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I don't think the maid stuff can be made. They would have to be. If I can make my character a yukata, I think you can make a maid costume. But Jesus Christ, people. Seeing all the role players, seeing people kissing each other, seeing people embracing with these fantasy names makes me sick. Makes me sick. But hey, man, good times, huh? I can't believe Pashmina, my Russian daughter, left. She never gave me any, what? What, Russ? You're crying. What's wrong? What? I'm crying. No fucking reason. Oh, yeah, itchy. It's kind of funny, because there's two races that are drastically bigger than every other race, and it's the Vera, which is the bunny people, and the Hrothgar, which are like the elf orcs of that game, which are really, really big, and they make it a point, because they make every girl in that game really, really big, along with the Vera. It's kind of funny, when I stand next to a Lalafell, it like comes up to my shin. The little Lalafell comes under my shin. And when I was out just kind of doing some PvE, I was grinding fates to be able to get like some dragon stone to be able to put in to make a zodiac weapon, like a long fetch quest, right? I had to fetch 12 specific items all across the continent, expensive, time consuming, right? And this little Lalafell, this little tank Lalafell came to help me. A lowly monk who my level got squished because I was in a low level area, so my character is level 56. I got squished to a level 8 area, level 8 fate, and he joined in and helped me kill these boars and stuff. And like I was like, wait a minute, I was like, why is there 2 damage values popping up? And I was looking around, and he was so small, like, he blended in with the grass with how small he was compared to my character. And he was a tank, so he had, like, a shield and sword and heavy armor, and he was just a small, little halfling boy. And I was just like, oh, how the fuck do you run dungeons? That's immediately what I thought. How the fuck do you run dungeons? Because you usually gotta see where the tank is positioning, just in case, so you can position correctly for healers also, so they could do like a wide range spell to heal. And like I was just like, where the fuck do you, how the fuck do you do it? How do they see you? Because there's a lot of flashing lights unless you turn them off. Guess what, I went to my first raid without the flashing lights on. You can only have it where your flashing lights go on, which is your abilities and casting spells and all that stuff. I had it so everyone had it on. And I'm gonna let you know right now, I was blind. I didn't know what I was doing. We're fighting a single person boss who like bowed up to us and like, alright, told him to fucking kick your ass, mate. Right? Literal 3-head. The guy came out, and then it was an 8-person party. just flashing lights around this person. I was just like, I don't know where he is. I don't know if I'm targeting him. I don't. It was like he summons missiles and I can't see the cue for it. I don't. I can't see it at all. It's very scary. Very scary. I've only dealt with one negative person in a dungeon, and it was hilarious. They got mad at the tank because the tank was like, "Never played this one before. Can you guys help me?" And I was like, "I never played this before either." And then the other person was like, "Me neither." But the healer was the one who's played the dungeon before, and he's like, "Do I really have to teach you? You should know." Really upset, really butthurt. Got butthurt because he had to take care of the tank and everything. And then the guy ended up becoming nicer in the end. He was like, "Do you guys just want to like abandon?" I was like, "Nah, man." It's like, I want the experience points. Like, I'm trying to get to level 40 right now, dude. And he's like, "Well, we can do it, maybe. I'll just have to tank." And which is funny because a healer tanking, but this is Final Fantasy 14. Things don't work the same. You could kind of do it for a little bit, but it's not optimal. It's not optimal. And poor little me monk couldn't get any aggro, so he was getting healing aggro up the ass. So he tanked. Ah, God. He ended up calling up a friend and he was like, I don't know how to run this place either. It's been forever. He was like, I've just been leveling my, whatever, Squall, Leon from, Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy 8. 9? 8. Final Fantasy 8 Squall. Whatever his gun, the Gunbreaker, I think it's called the Gunbreaker class? I think it's a tank class, which... But he came in, he was like, I haven't played this class, and I don't remember this place. And then, we killed some dragons, and it was fun. I leveled up, I got a new item. Great stuff. I got a commendation because they're like, wow, a DPS who's actually useful sometimes. I'm like, thanks. I just kind of did what I did because I was panicking. I accidentally hit the wrong button. Whatever. I literally purposely didn't do it. If you get enough commendations in that game, which is after you run a dungeon with someone, they're like, hey, you were good and you weren't shit. And, like, they give you a thumbs up that everyone can see in your profile. If you get enough of those good boy points, you get a title called Heart of the Party. And so that's how everyone knows, like, hey, this guy's good at running dungeons. Or the healer and tank left, so I can't give myself a commendation. So let's give them a commendation. That's how it usually goes. I had a party of friends that I played with. Not my friends, but, like, no friends. I have no friends in this game. Not even guildmates. I'm nervous talking to them. They're different. They're younger than me. An actual friend group who just needed an extra DPS, and I got joined with them. So I joined in on their party, and, like, they're joking around with one another, and, like, they all gave me commendations, and I was, like, so happy. And I was like, oh, I did so good. I'm so happy. Oh, nice. I didn't get to turn into a mummy, so that's good. One of the good old days. I love that game, man. Game's great. Good thing I bought about half a year's worth of game time on it. That was a smart investment before I quit my job, huh? Okay. Hey, what's up, brother?
Hey,
Tommy. It's been a week since I last talked to you. Or has it been longer? If you act like you don't care, even I'll get depressed, Yeah, I guess. Actually, I find it you're kind of clingy because I already spend time with you once in a week, and more time than that is absolutely ridiculous. I have to have time to myself to do things and just... Hey, Luna, you got something you want to say to me? Meows up. Can we talk?
Hey, Luna.
Hey, Luna, big favor I can ask you. Come on, could you help me out? I have an upset stomach. It's not improving. Me too, bitch. Yeah, I can bring you fruit. Playing an MMO sounds like a blast. It's fun. It's fun. I'm really glad I got into it. I got into it because of the Vera. I'm a real big fan of Final Fantasy XII. It was my first Final Fantasy game, like I always state. But it... Who? You don't have a machine that can play something like WoW, though? That's sad. That sucks, man. Do you have like a netbook or something? Actually, you know what's kind of funny? Final Fantasy XIV, I couldn't run it on my old computer very well. Don't mind me. I have tons of artillery in here. I understand. WoW. I was going to get into WoW Classic, but since I don't have extra funds that I can really spend, since I have, like, things I still gotta pay, some... I'm so fucking stupid. I'm stuttering so much today. Since I gotta pay a whole bunch of, bills still. I have an old Toshiba laptop that can't handle Minecraft. You know what's kind of funny? Minecraft is kind of beefy. It's real beefy, dude. It's a lot beefier than people think. And I find it funny that became such a big game when the specs for it are kind of like harsh. Only good for Word docs. My computer can't run a Word doc to save its life. And I don't understand why. I built myself a 1.5K computer. Can't run a Word doc to save its life. Yeah, my Word doc just crashes. I like Word doc because you can have, like, you can format it differently instead of the refined Word document that a Windows computer comes with automatically. And, that's all I gotta say. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. I forgot what I was saying. I looked at the stocks and I was like, wow, they're not really going up, huh? And then I just got upset and then I just forgot what I was saying. Good stuff. Alright. Also, I gotta get some fruit for our boy. But the Word document always crashes when I try to do it for D&D. So I have to use the refined stuff. And I gotta findangle it to get it correctly. It's not fun. I hate it. Makes me want to punch it. Punch my computer. Doesn't run right. Doesn't run right at all. But rendering videos, guys? Rendering videos, dude? Fucking skunks, bro? I'll tell you what. 720p video, 60 frames per second. 5 minutes. Renders in like 30 seconds. Dog. It's great. Streaming this runs fine. Runs fine. Though I used to stream at 6K bitrate. Now I'm gonna let you know right now. That's unnecessary. That's unnecessary. And I stream at a lower bitrate and a lower frame rate and a lower everything. Just so if someone uses something in my house, it doesn't kill the stream like it was when I first started streaming. So for a moment, we had 1080p, 60 frames per second streams. And yeah, that's not worth it, really. And plus, this is Animal Crossing, honestly. This game is literally 480p. 480 pixels. Alright, let's see here. Is there fruit there? No, let's get some fruit. Now, you may see the guy shaking. Now, that isn't the excitement in his heart. It is, in fact, me shaking my leg. Alright, come here. Come here. Can cats even meet pairs? Hey Google. Just kidding. Like I have Google Assistant set up. My friend does. He has it set up. He has it set up in his car. So if you say hey, like his Google thing turns off his music and it literally goes dead silent in his car waiting for you to say something. So every time I meet him, he's like, hey, what's up, man? What's going on? I'm like, hey! And his car music turns off and he doesn't look as cool as he usually does with his shades. So ask him to help again. Okay, thanks. Alright, everyone. Stripe bathroom sink. It is your daily dose of internet. I highly recommend Daily Dose of Internet to anyone. It's fun. It's fun. Alright, ass slapping is too far. Respect my sister, please. Respect my sister, or do it within your own household, not here. Ew. You know, I never watched the movie Boy with the Striped Pajamas. It's about Hitler, right? I don't know. Never watched it. Well, that's a lie. I watched the first 5 minutes, fell asleep, woke up when it ended, and then I got in trouble. It was in school. It was for my college writing class. Boy, did I fuck that up, did I? How the hell did I get into that class? Jesus. The workload was ridiculous. We were writing weekly essays. They're like, the only way to get good at it is if we constantly do it. And then that got thrown away when apparently it got brought up to the administration. The administration was like, yeah, like, these papers actually got really bad. Like, the administration read our papers. They're like, yeah, it got real bad. No, but... So, you know, for the ACT, right? The ACT and SAT, I think, or ISAT, which is my state's version of, like, the general populace IQ test thingy, the Illinois State Academic Test. ISAT. You sat where? The ISAT. I know it was called ISAT. At the end, you have to write an essay. And in that essay, dude, you get a random prompt. And the prompt is stupid. Honestly. They either give you a story, they give you a short story. I remember one of the stories was about a Mexican family that made bread in a white neighborhood. And it was supposed to be like a political charged bullshit thing that I didn't care about. But in my ACT, right, the thing that you'd be able to get your scores for college, since I also feel that the story is under Philip. What can I like put in my town? Anyway, my prompt was, do you feel that teenage girls are harmed by teenage magazines? And like, it did a list, and it's like, do you find articles like this to be damaging? You had to write an essay about it. You had to write a 2-page essay about it. You got 50 minutes. Dead on 50 minutes. Not done. Close your book. Close your pencils. And it is so stupid, dude. So stupid. Another one was like something about a penguin and an egg. And is it right to take an egg from a penguin? Or like, it was... That was another ACT one people end up bringing up. Is like, I got one about an egg and a penguin. What the fuck? So, build a water well. Stupid things. Stupid things I remember. Being a small child. Also, I remember someone got kicked out during the ACT. It was this kid. What was his name? He had a watch that was broken, it was a calculator watch that was broken and would go off constantly. It would go off after every specific amount of time, right? Without any fail. And it went off. It went off during the ACT. And you're not supposed to have phones go off. You're not supposed to have any electronics go off. And if they do, you get kicked out, your test gets ripped up, and you get an automatic 0. Well, old boy got an automatic 0, got his test ripped up by the Spanish teacher, and got home free. And we were so pissed at him because he got to go home while we were here for 8 hours testing like losers for 3 days. Damn, dude. Lucky man. Lucky man. Look at that boy dancing. Alright. So, I think that's enough for today. Ending it at 10. I think I should probably just start streaming near the end of the day. That seems a lot better. I usually if I stream during the day, no one comes. But if I stream later within the day, people come. Now allowed any sort of devices in the test room now. They allowed us to have our book bags and stuff, right? And they're like, oh, if you had anything, just put it away. You know, you put it away, make sure it was put away, tucked underneath your seat in your seat cabin. Because we had a cabin underneath that held books and stuff like that. And now I know for a fact what they didn't allow. They didn't allow any drinks. No soft drinks, because apparently at that time it was this big thing on the news and a big thing on YouTube that there were kids printing out answers and equations and notes on like the stuff on the side, right, for instructions. Luna, what is that? Shut up. You know, that thing is supposed to smell like girls, and it doesn't. I'm gonna let you know that right now. It doesn't. So. See you soon. Let's see. We'll end off with my favorite video. My favorite video. Let's see. Would you like to install now? No. Jerk. All right. Literally nowhere. You know what it is. You know what it is, dude. My favorite video. Because I felt this. I would watch this video at work, right? When I was thinking about leaving, when I was thinking about quitting, and I was just like, yeah, bitch. You're right. Hold on, let me turn up the audio. Is your avatar Guildmar? It is. It is in fact Guildmar. The best of the guild ladies. At night, usually at night, like, I'm talking midnight, I play Monster Hunter every once in a while. I don't know if I want to wait, because I don't want to, I bought it, right? I already put money into it before I lost my job, so I just have it to begin with. Monster Hunter Iceborne. And I play it every once in a while, but like the master rank, it's a sometimes some fights are really, really fun. Some fights are not. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Some fights are cancer. Oh, we'll do this. My favorite video.
Bread at work today,
I can't even hear it, dude. Just a good old boy.
Dude. Hell yeah. My mom told me if I wait for things, like, good things will happen to me, dude. And fucking I waited for some things, and I got some banana bread at work today, dude. Hell yeah. So it just goes to show that waiting for things is, like, worth it. But there's a lot of bad things in this world, dude. Like fucking skunks, dude. Hell no. Scratching your eye, but it's still fucking itchy, dude.
Hell no.
The fucking Cubs, dude. Hell no. Like getting paid not a lot of money, dude, for fucking working. Hell no. But banana bread at fucking work, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Banana bread, bro. At hell fucking work, dude. Hell yeah.
I feel that deep in my soul. Deep in my soul. So much. You can see some of the things that I watch on here. Like, I watch these guys. I listen to this song a lot. It gives me inspiration for my campaign. I found this last night, and I was like, that's going to be good. I watch Asmongold for WoW and stuff, right? Don't know what this is. That's just a recommend. That's just a recommend. That's a video game donkey, but I kind of fell out of him. But I don't know, dude. Banana bread at work, though? Hell yeah. Dude, let me know if you want to play some Monster Hunter for you sometime. You know what, man? I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I hope I still have it. I played For You, like, that's the one that I played a lot, right? There it is. For You, right here. This is the one, hurt myself. This is the one that I played a lot of when I was younger, right? Now, I will say, I got into high rank. Never made it to. It's not called high rank in the older game. I mean, it's not called master rank in the other games. I don't know what it's called actually. What is it? Let me check my save. I don't know what it is. I never made it to there. I can honestly say I never made it to there. This was before I became a. This is before I spent a lot of time in the Monster Hunter game, right? See, so I have 134 hours, and I'm high rank 4, and I'm using dual blades. Jesus, this was a long time ago, dude. Yuck. Oh boy, it's been quite some time since I fucking seen this. Alright, where am I? Guildmar. Hello. Okay, so I just went into high rank in this. Holy shit, Gravius. Tigrex. Oh yeah, the way that I play Monster Hunter games is that I complete all the quests. I just don't do the key quest. And I'm wearing lock armor right now, so that's the armor you use to carry stuff. So I must have been farming money. It was my first. I played Gen and 3U, but I think 4U's the best. Insect Glaive. What I main currently. So, what I main in that game was Charge Blade, right? I was a Charge Blade knucklehead. I was an asshole. I Charge Bladed up. And then in Monster Hunter World, they made the hammer so good, I just couldn't not play it. There's videos of me playing the game on my YouTube channel. I actually uploaded me hunting in a Dogoron for the first time, a compilation of it. So you can go check that out. I think my YouTube's in the description down below, I think. And Great Sword, and Sword and Shield. I abandoned the Charge Blade. I became a Sword and Shield main for all of Monster Hunter, Monster Hunter World. And then I became a Hammer main, and now I cannot stop playing Hammer. Insect Glaive is too floaty for me. I don't like it. It's so good looking, honestly. It's good looking, especially back in the day before they upgraded all that movement shit, but I don't know. I gotta upload this stuff, man. So, I don't think I would play Monster Hunter for you again. I would think I would honestly say that. I don't think I would play it again. Just because... Let me look at my weapons. I don't think it would be something I would play, to be honest with you. Again. And this is not me just being like, no, I don't want to play with you. I played with people on this. Yeah, like all my items are like rarity 4 with one thing rarity 5, which is my Charge Blade bullshit. And so yeah, it's like I'm low rank. I'm really low. Like I'm at the beginning of high rank. Like the grind, dude. Fuck, I don't even want to do it. I don't even want to do the grind. I don't even want to do that grind. But thank you for the offer. Thank you for the offer. But in World or something, bro, we could team up. I don't mind that. I team up with randoms on World all the time. Anyway, time to go. I gotta upload this shit. Bye. Have a wonderful night. 2 hours and 36 minutes.